Do you like reading books by Indian authors? If yes, then keep watching this video because it's a compilation of all my favorite books written by Indian authors. Hi there, I'm Manpreet. I make book related videos on this channel. If you like books, make sure you subscribe. There's a subscribe button down below, the red colored button. Hit it and also hit that bell button so that you get notified every time I post a new video, which is every odd day in between 9 to 12 p.m. IST. So do catch all of my videos and follow me on my Instagram for more bookish updates. Just like you, I am also not that much interested in blabbering about random stuff, but I have to give a few disclaimers. Number one, I have made a video of this kind before, and when I made that video, a lot of people left a lot of hate comments. One, because I included a book by a celebrity that they probably didn't like, and secondly, because they didn't see all the classics, which at that time only those books were the ones that bloggers were talking about. So a lot of people spread a lot of hate and left lots of nasty comments criticizing me for my list. How do you not get the fact that this is my favorites list? I like these books and I included these books. I am under no obligation to include the favorite books of the country or the favorite books of yours or anybody's favorite books. These are my favorite books. Number two, this is the top of my mind favorites list. Basically, I just thought of the genres that you guys might like and I listed. The moment I start filming videos, the whole world decides to make noise. Okay, back to the video. Basically, I thought of all the genres that you guys might like and I picked up the books that I like from that genre from the top of my mind, not from the entire list of books that I've read. So this is that favorite video, and without further ado, let's get started with this video. Number one, for a contemporary fiction novel, you can read 100 Little Flames by Preeti Shenoy. This book is about this person who is forced to live with his grandfather in a small village in Kerala. This young person is living with this old person, and there are lots of old stories, unfinished love stories that people don't pay much attention to. And this book is the perfect book for amazing vibe, amazing Indian vibe, and I love this book for that. I have recently made a video about Preeti Shenoy books, and this is by Preeti Shenoy, one of the very famous romance contemporary fiction writers of the country. Do check out that video as well and do check out this book as well. Number two, for a romance novel, you should pick up The Boy Who Loved by Durjoy Datta. I absolutely loved this gloomy, slow romance, which is not just like a typical girl-boy romance. This is more about Indian society, Indian culture, Indian parents, and also about the love story of this guy named Raghu. The book has been written from Raghu's perspective in the form of his diary, and it's written so well. You would definitely want to read the second book in the series. I did not like it as much as I loved this one, but still that's also worth reading. I have reviewed both the books. I'll link them down below. Do check out the description once you finish watching this video, because there are lots of book recommendations and lots of video recommendations I have for you that are in the description. So number three, we Indians love our mythological fiction reads, and I also love Sita, Warrior of Mithila by Amish Tripathi. Mythological fiction, I have actually made a video about all my mythological fiction favorites, but this one is the one I wanted to pick today. This is actually the second book in Ramchandra series, but good news, you do not have to read the first book to read this one. These can be read as standalone novels, and I would recommend you to do that. If you haven't read this book, do read this book and start with this book. It has an amazing take of the character of Sita. You would absolutely love this retelling of Ramayana. You would love it. Number four, we also love thrillers, and I would recommend you 11th Hour by S. Hussain Zaidi. It's a book that just got in my hands and then I read it. I loved it so much. It has a basic sort of like India-Pakistan conflict type of plot where cops are chasing the terrorists, but the whole plot is like so racy, so good, and I honestly think I should read this book again because I read it like in this much of time, so I do not really recall much of it, but it's my favorite book. I would definitely read it once again just because it's my favorite. I recently read it, but still. Now you guys also love short stories, and I also tend to love short stories a lot, and one of my favorites that I have read so far is Tales and Legends from India by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is one of the most loved Indian authors, known for his short stories as well as for his light horror stories, and this book is about the various tales and legends, some paranormal tales and legends as well from the country. Honestly, the author has tried to compile tales and legends from different parts of the country, and it's so refreshing, it's so nice, and it lets you get back to those stories that you may have heard from your grandparents or you may have read in school, but reading in school wasn't fun, right? So reading this one is really fun. So do check it out. For a non-fiction or a memoir, I would say, pick up Our Moon Has Blood Clots by Rahul Pandita. I took the longest time to pick up this book. This is basically a memoir of this guy who is a Kashmiri Pandit, and he talks about how Kashmiri Pandits were sent away from their native lands and had to migrate because of the political situation. This book tells you a lot, and it's a perspective that you really should be reading if you are ever thinking about the India-Kashmir and India-Pakistan issue. Then you should pick up this book and try it out. For children's fiction, because I know a lot of parents watch my videos and they are always looking for books that their children can read. I also love children's fiction. I'm a child, a 40-year-old child. By the way, guys, I'm not 40 years old. I said it as a joke in one of my videos, but that just tells you how serious people take all these people who are speaking stuff on YouTube. Don't take life so seriously. I'm not 40, okay? For a children's novel, pick up Ruskin Bond. Any book of Ruskin Bond is good, but The Room on the Roof is also a very nice one. I would say this is for about 10 to 11 plus years old. I think there's a passage in the book that most parents would not want their kids to read. Pick it up for young teenagers, very young teenagers, not like adult sort of teenagers, okay? This is actually the first book by the author, and it's very light, easy to read, and it's just like simple plot which is enjoyable on a rainy day when you're trying to enjoy a cup of tea and read a nice book. So this is the one. Now, for poetry, I do not read much of poetry, but last year I think I read one poetry book collection, and that is Glimpse of the Truth by Prasad Agte, and I really liked it. This book is about this guy trying to confess his love for a woman, and the whole poetry collection is about that. It's so beautiful, it's so romantic, it's so nice. Like something I could understand, because I feel like I don't read poetry much because I'm concerned that I would not understand it. This one was something I could understand. It's easy enough, it's enjoyable enough, it's entertaining enough, it's romantic enough. Loved it. Lastly, you guys would also like to know, Manpreet suggests a Hindi book. So I haven't read many Hindi books in last few months, but there is this book which I am a big fan of, that is Arthala. It's a mythological fiction / fantasy with amazing, I'm elongating this amazing so that my dog would stop barking, action scenes. And there are women characters that you would absolutely love to read. And this book is an amazing one, and I don't think it's a good day to film videos. Anyway, that was the last book that I wanted to talk about in this video. These are all the favorite books that I have, favorite books by Indian authors, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit a big thumbs up. You don't have to hit a big thumbs up, like just click on that button and it would be a thumbs up. And comment down below with your favorite Indian books. Tell me what the genre is, and just tell me what is your favorite Indian book. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm waiting for your comments. For every single view, I need a comment, so comment below, because I need more Indian books. I need more good Indian books to read. Anyway, if you watched this video and if you liked it, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you turn your notifications on. And this is Manpreet signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.